Okay, so Dana White made some announcements last night. And first, I just want to say, what are you doing, Dana White? Make these announcements sooner. We have to wait 3 months. Like, seriously, like JDM versus that should have been made 2 months ago. That announcement should have been made 2 months ago, easily. Topuria moves up, wins the lightweight belt, and we still hear no news of it until a month after. And then the worst part is he hypes it up like it's some great fight. Jones versus Aspinall. What fight could this be? The next super fight is going to be made, and Dana White's going to announce it. But it's JDM versus Islam, which we knew. Like, we knew this fight was going to happen. Islam announces he's going to move up to welterweight. There's only one fight available for him, and that's JDM. It's like literally some Down syndrome MMA fan would know that. Like, no one is confused. No one is blown away by this announcement. I don't know who Dana White thinks he is. I swear, I don't know. Maybe his brain is rotting, blowing Jones too much. I don't know. Gave too much brain to Jones. Bro, anyways, let's just get on to this. First fight, I'm going to be going from least entertaining / least exciting to most exciting, which kind of gives away what fight I'm going to cover next. I mean, no surprise. I mean, come on. Jandiroba Vs Dern 2. The first thing I thought when this fight got announced, the first thing was, why is there a 2 there? They fought before. I never knew they fought before. Like, how long ago did they fight before? No idea. Who won the first fight? No idea. I actually do know who won the first fight. Dern won, but I don't remember it. Like, honestly, like, you could have fooled me. You could have put any number after Jandiroba versus Dern, and I would just accept that as reality. For all I know, they fought 5 times. I really don't care. Jandiroba, googly eyes herself versus Dern, horseface herself. Like, at this point, they really have to put a bag over Dern's head. Like, no one wants to see that. We all know why we like Dern, and it's not her face. And same with Jandiroba, but at least Dern is kind of hot. But anyways, I don't know. Jandiroba has some advantage. She can see Dern's coach, like whatever. You can make a million jokes. Honestly, I just feel it's probably a little low for me to make the jokes. I mean, they write themselves. I mean, just look at her. Just anyways, I really don't want to talk about this fight. Don't know who wins. It's WMMA. Like, who cares? Genuinely, it's a WMMA title fight. No one cares. And what makes it even less entertaining is it's not even a champion defending their belt. It's a vacant. It's a vacant title. Like, vacant title fights are in general less entertaining because it's not a champion defending their belt against a challenger. It's two challengers fighting each other, and the real champion's not even in the fight. We'll get on to that later, but yeah, I mean, couldn't be bothered. Like, Dern, like, why is she fighting for her belt? Like, like, what is she on like a 1 fight win streak or something? I don't know, but that's enough on that. Next fight, I'm actually excited for this fight. Like, I like Zhang. Zhang is one of the few WMA fighters that I like. I like Zhang Weili. She's generally in entertaining fights. Like, all of her fights are entertaining. She has finishing potential. It's not like when you watch her, it's not guaranteed to go to a decision. Like, it probably will go to decision, but there's at least she could finish her. She's a good fighter. She's a good striker. She's a good grappler, and my first impression on this fight is I think she schools Shevchenko. Like, Shevchenko, she's been looking slower in her last fight. She's been looking worse, and I don't know how. I think she's like 38. She might be 38 or 36. Zhang's not too young herself, but still, Shevchenko has been slowing down. She lost to Grasso, drew with Grasso, and then beat Grasso. Had a really close fight with Ferro, and yeah, I mean, Shevchenko's only getting worse. She's only getting slower. Zhang has been looking the best she's ever looked. Like, she's putting on vintage performances and also lighter woman skill. Like, it comes to a point, I'm going to talk about this with the last fight. I'm going to be talking about JDM versus Makhachev. Like, how many times does a lighter fighter move up and win for you just to accept it? I mean, it's just gonna happen again. Like, Zhang is the young. I mean, did I say younger? I meant lighter. She's the lighter fighter, and how many times do we see these lighter fighters move up and school these bigger, these bigger, slower champions? Like, how many times do we see? I think it's gonna happen again. And yeah, I think Zhang schools Shevchenko later women's skill. Let's go. Next fight, first real fight, first men's fight. But anyways, we got Umar versus Batista. I got Umar pretty comfortably. I mean, I don't even know why this fight got announced. I don't know why they're trying to like almost reward Batista. Like, I'm still not over the Jose Aldo fight. I know people are, but to me, it doesn't take doing what you did to Jose Aldo and then winning a fight against terrible Patchy Mix who looked like shit. Like, Patchy Mix looked worse than some unranked bantamweights. Like, I don't know how he was a champion in any promotion. Seriously, he looked so terrible. But yeah, I think Umar completely schools him, and I see people talking about Batista. He's got pretty good takedown defense. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, Umar could take him down and ragdoll him, but if he doesn't, he schools him on the feet. Umar's a better striker. Like, what has Batista done to prove he's a better striker? Like, he outstruck Patchy Mix, who's dog water. He lost to Jose Aldo and only won, like, quotation marks, he won because he held him against the cage. And Umar, he beat Corey Sandhagen on the feet. He speed mogged him. Like, he looked way faster than Corey. He fought Marab and he lost only 2-3 to Marab. Like, if he wins round 5 or round 3, he wins that fight. And it was a really close fight. Those rounds were close. I gave it to Marab pretty like comfortably. Like, I thought he won clearly, but they were still close rounds. And I don't think losing to Marab that closely. I don't think they're gonna fight Batista and lose to Batista. Like, Marab's schooling everyone, and he had a close fight with Umar. That has weight to it. And also, Umar did break his hand early on in the fight. And also, this fight is 3 rounds. So even if you question Umar's cardio, still, he won 2 rounds against Marab. You think he can't win 2 rounds against Batista and get a decision? So I think Umar wins this comfortably. He should be a massive favorite because Batista is terrible. I really hope Umar KOs him, to be honest. I really don't like Batista. Like, but yeah, yeah. That's that Umar versus Batista. Umar schools him. Just, I mean, 30-27s him. Maybe he loses the last round and wins 29-28. But yeah, he should win, like, pretty clearly. Next fight, Edwards versus Prates. I see a lot of people. First, I just want to say this. I see a lot of people underrating Edwards. Like, the way they're talking about this fight is just that Prates is just gonna win clearly, and I do think he wins. But people are sleeping on Edwards. He has good striking. He's a really technical striker, and I actually do think that'll cost him this. I think it's cost him other fights, like against Brady or against Bilal. He tries to be too technical, and sometimes you just got to be dirty. Like, you have to be at least willing to be dirty and look dirty and win dirty. Like, Prates, you can tell the way Prates fights, he's not thinking about, man, am I throwing this jab perfectly? Am I throwing this rear kick perfectly? No, he's trying to win. He's trying to get a KO. And I do think he beats Edwards. I do think he even KOs him. Like, Edwards, he's kind of chinny without actually getting, like, knocked out. Like, he's gotten rocked a lot previously. He got rocked infamously by Diaz, rocked by Bilal, rocked by Usman in moments, rocked by Brady in moments. I mean, if you're getting rocked by Bilal, you're getting KO'd by Prates. I mean, look at Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal never been knocked out in the UFC. I mean, we don't even really see him rocked a lot. He went to war with Shavkat, ate all of those shots. And Shavkat's a great finisher, and then he gets KO'd dead. Like, Prates committed a hate crime, basically, against Jeff Neal. Like, he killed him. He died with that spinning elbow. I see him doing much worse to Edwards, considering how much Edwards has been rocked earlier on the come up and even in his reign. Like, he's been rocked a lot. And also momentum. You have to look at momentum. Like, I used to not value momentum as much, but we see it time and time again with these fighters who are good. Like, they are good. They get on a losing skid and they start to lose to fighters who they're even better than or who they should be beating. But the guy that they're fighting is on good momentum, and then them themselves are not on good momentum. And I think this is a prime example. Even if you think Edwards is a better fighter than Prates, even if you think he can out-grapple him and outstrike him, his momentum is terrible right now. His confidence is at an all-time low, and I think that affects a fighter, especially someone like Edwards, who has shown confidence issues. Like, he's a technically good fighter. Like, he's a good striker. He's a good grappler, but he has shown confidence issues, and he has been shown to break and give up on himself. Like, there's a reason he needed that pep talk against Usman in that second fight. And in the third fight, when he wasn't getting pushed around early, he comfortably won. But then you see him against Bilal, he gets pushed around early and he just gives up. Like, he loses hope. Same with Brady. He shot that takedown. It's almost as if when he shot that takedown, as if he wanted to lose. And it's like a fighter turning their back so they can get submitted. Like, that shot from Edwards had the same energy when he shot on Brady. And yeah, just his momentum is terrible. It's going to affect him badly. We already know he has bad mental. And Prates is underrated. Like, he only lost to Ian Gary, and people are going to say that first. Like, people are going to say, he lost to Ian Gary, he's going to lose to Edwards. Ian Gary has a way better distance management than Edwards. He's a way better striker on the back foot. He rarely gets hit at all, and when he does, he has a good chin. He's only been hurt once against some Chinese fighter. I don't even know his name. Probably Du Young Choi Hong, but anyways, Ian Gary doesn't get hit a lot. And even in that fight, Prates nearly finished him. And he only lost 3-2. Like, he won the fourth round close. And he definitely won the fifth round. He almost beat Ian Gary, almost KO'd him. So even in his one loss in the UFC, he almost won. So, and it was against Ian Gary, who's really good. Like, Ian Gary isn't a bad fighter. As much as he is a cook, he's a good fighter. You have to admit that. So yeah, I think Prates KOs him probably in the second round, to be honest. And also it's 3 rounds, which I think favors Prates. I think Edwards has a better chance over 5. But still, 3 rounds. I got Prates by second round KO. I think he KOs Edwards badly. I think he gets embarrassed badly too. So yeah, next fight. Finally, I love this fight. JDM versus Makhachev. I really like this fight, and I like both fighters. I do like JDM a lot more. He's just the cooler guy. He's the chill guy, chill guy JDM. But yeah, I think JDM loses this fight against Islam Makhachev. I think Islam Makhachev, I mean, the narrative right now that's being pushed is JDM winning, and I like JDM, and I get what people are saying when they say he's a better version of Dustin Poirier. He's bigger, he's more technical, he has better pocket boxing, he has better grappling, he has better takedown defense, he has better scrambles, he has better get-ups. Like, he's literally a better Dustin Poirier, and he's bigger too. And Islam Makhachev had a tough fight against Poirier. He had a tough fight. He got hurt. He got cut. He got cut badly. Like, he looked messed up in that fight, but people don't bring up the fact that Makhachev literally had staph infection in that fight. I don't know why. Like, it seems like with every other fighter, like, it's mentioned after a bad performance that they've had staph infection, but not with Makhachev. Like, he has staph infection. It was pretty clear. It was pretty big on his leg, and it makes sense when you look back on the fight, the fact that Makhachev dominated Poirier in the first round, took him down with ease, controlled him the entire first round with no difficulty at all. And then suddenly after that, his gas tank drops. He was still pushing the pace, but which is even more impressive too, considering he had staph. But he struggled to get takedowns, and like Poirier, he was primed out. Like, even though it was old Poirier, he was not injured. He didn't have staph infection, and he was able to push the pace while still losing clearly. Like, he was clearly down, even though he did a lot better than people thought he would. So I think people are looking at that fight too much, and you do have to put into consideration that Makhachev literally had staph infection, bro. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, why are people forgetting that he had staph? But yeah, that being said, JDM definitely has a good chance of winning, even though I think he loses. Like, Bilal's a really good wrestler. He's a really good striker too, and he defended nearly every takedown besides 2. And with those 2 takedowns, he got controlled for like a minute or less each takedown, and he scrambled back good. And Bilal has good control. Like, Bilal is known for being a wet blanket, and he couldn't wet blanket Bilal. I mean, he couldn't wet blanket JDM. Like, JDM scrambled back to his feet, and he scrambled back fast, which is impressive. Because Bilal has a good ability to hold you down. We saw what he did to Leon, held him down each time he took him down, the entire round, basically. And he couldn't do that all to JDM. So yeah, there's that. And also, another thing is, JDM is injury prone, which worries me going into going into a fight. And I've heard like stories of his hand still being injured now. And we also saw from Makhachev's coach, he said that if JDM pulls out the fight, he's gonna get stripped. So that also puts pressure on JDM if he is injured to not pull out because he's gonna lose his belt. So that's just something to consider going into this fight. And another thing is it's really probably the biggest reason I'm picking Islam Makhachev, right, or at least in the beginning. I'll see if my mind changes after I look at film of these two fighters, but like how many times do I have to see a lighter fighter go up in weight, whether they're a champion or a top contender, and go up and fight the champion up a weight class and completely destroy them? Like look at Hamza Chimaev and look at DDP. Chimaev wasn't even a champion at welterweight. He had a he had a tough fight against Burns, who's way smaller than DDP, fights DDP and 50-44s him, even though, like, I mean, that's crazy. And that's crazy. And I don't think Islam does the same against JDM. I think JDM's going to give him a real hard fight. It's going to be a really close fight. But I have to lean towards Islam Makhachev. I have to lean towards the lighter man skill. Um, and it's lightweight too. Lightweight is one of the best divisions in the UFC, and Islam Makhachev was a champion there. And he has great striking, he has great grappling, great jiu-jitsu. And yeah, I mean, I just like Letterman's skill like has me. Like how many I keep getting picks wrong because like Ilya Tapora with Charles Oliveira, another example. Ilya moves up, he's supposed to be way smaller. There's pictures of him being smaller than bantamweights, and he goes up and schools Oliveira in like 3 minutes. And I think Islam, I think he's, I don't think he schools JDM, but I think he clearly beats him. And a narrative change after this fight is going to be that, dude, these lighter guys, they're just better. Like they're just better than these bigger guys. That being said, JDM is still, he's really good, and he is really technical. I think he's more technical than Dustin Poirier, definitely. And a big part of that is he's just more composed. Like with Dustin Poirier, you'll see him, he'll kind of get frustrated, especially when he fights wrestlers. He'll overswing and he'll be out of balance. You never see JDM out of balance or out of stance. Like against Bilal, he was never out of stance once. Whereas Dustin Poirier, he'll overswing and like he'll try and compensate and overswing and try and deter the wrestler from pressuring him, and he'll just be totally out of balance and out of stance, and you never see JDM do that, which is really impressive. He's always super composed, and he's not fast, which I appreciate watching him. The fact that he's not fast, it kind of looks like he's punching in slow motion, and I think that difference is going to be highlighted even more considering that he's fighting a lightweight. Like the speed difference is going to be massive, and yeah, I'm rooting for JDM. He's a great fighter to watch, and I think he's way better than Poirier, especially old Dustin, in every single way, especially his composure. I really like it's so fun to watch him completely school Bilal and be completely composed, not be out of stance once. I mean, he looked great in that fight, and I hope he wins. But yeah, that's my um just quick predictions and reactions to the fight announcements. And also I want to say, like, Dana White, does anyone, before I end the video, does anyone get the impression that Dana White is being held hostage? Like, you look at these videos, he does not want to be there. Like someone give him his iPad to go play on, because he does not like making these videos. Like, I wonder how long until we get Hunter, like, to start doing these videos, like someone else from the UFC to do these videos, because Dana White does not want to do them. And I feel like he's doing a shit job on purpose. So the guys at the UFC sees the comments and it's like, okay, Dana, you don't have to do these. You don't have to do these anymore. We don't want you to do these anymore, because he's just getting worse every single time. Like he's so terrible. Put some energy. Like seriously, put some energy. Like at least pretend to be excited for the fights. But I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. Yeah.